Hello, everybody. Dubaka here once again, and I want to do like a part two of this topic because I got a lot of thoughts in my head that need to come out about League of Legends Classic. So hopefully everybody has had a great weekend and just still enjoying it until tomorrow. And yeah, um, the main question I have is, do we really want classic League of Legends? We ever want to really go back in the past? I mean, it's about 14 to 16 years now of League of Legends. So now everybody's starting to get that nostalgia again for old game, old version of this game. And it's understandable because there was like COD 4 remastered. Everybody enjoyed it for a while, but then it kind of just died down. So I want to break down this question. This is not going to be a specific timeline. This is not going to be about, you can always find it on my other video, but this is about if it's feasible for Riot Games to put in um League of Legends Classic. Is it worth the effort? Is it, because it takes a lot of research, a lot of time, make sure everything's like perfect. So my first question is, would it be a true classic feel or just gameplay with updated models and map, meaning like the game I'm showing off right now, like like the Annie model, would it be the old Annie? I would think that they would just put in the new Annie model and just have the old kit, which is not much change, and so on. But here's the thing. Here's the trickery. Would it feel the same as classic, classic League of Legends, or would it just be just like a nostalgia? Like, okay, back in 2011, I sucked at this game. I was so bad at League of Legends compared to now. Like, I was still bronze. I was still kind of meh, not that good. I was learning the game. But now that I'm highly experienced, I'm Diamond 2. Still scrub, I know. But would it would I would it feel like classic? Or would it just be a nostalgia factor? And to me, it would just be nostalgic because I know what like laning phase and all that stuff is now than ever. So to me, it would just be more of a it would just be more nostalgia for all that stuff. And but only thing that will always remind me about classic League of Legends is just my memories of playing the game when I was growing up. So I want to go to the next one, saying players might abuse things like overpowered items, or the biggest topic is Deathfire Grasp. Deathfire Grasp. I really don't know how that item really is. I really don't know math in this game. I suck at it. I don't know sometimes the best items in situations. Like, obviously, get healing reduction against healers, but I really don't know how that item works. But some players really can use that thing. Not a lot of players actually built Deathfire Grasp. Not too often, at least I recall. So I think um I think there might be some things I don't recall that are broken, but there could be. So my next one would be, would there be Twisted Tree Line or Dominion? This is a. I would love to see Twisted Tree Line, the old classic Twisted Tree Line, coming back. But again, it it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy to put in. If classic League of Legends like Summoner's Rift does really well, then yes, I can see it those modes come returning for like a limited time. But yeah, I don't. I just not so sure. Um, and of course, the last final question is: would it be worth the effort in the long run? I will say no. Classic League of Legends will not be worth the effort. It will. It for what what I mean by that is if Classic League of Legends became a thing, players will play for like a week, and then they will move on because you know it's like the same as like some PS2 games, like some games that came back online. Yeah, sure, people play it again for a couple days or like a week or so, but players just tend to move on to newer games, new experiences. Like I really want to play like Lord of the Rings: Return of the King online again. I remember that game having terrible netcode. It barely can get the game running. Well, like not barely running, but like getting a game going with other players on PS2. But it was so nostalgic that I would like to play it again if it did come back. But then probably after like a 2 weeks of playing it, I'll be like, well, it's time to put it away because I just don't feel because it's just a reliving a memory. That's really it. Like I know that there's some hardcore fans that play games like SOCOM 2. They love SOCOM 2. There's a competitive scene for SOCOM 2. But personally, I don't really I like to play other games that are more fun, and I like playing newer games that are just more like Diablo. I really like Diablo 4. So I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Like maybe I'm wrong, and everybody will enjoy classic League of Legends, and everybody's happy with it. And then Riot say, "Hey, this is where the money is. This is where the money is. Let's just keep this game up. People are returning to League, and we keep League of Legends Classic." I would, that would be awesome. I just don't see it happening. But of course, I can be wrong. Of course, I can. So, anyways, anyways, I'm just gonna talk about a little bit about what's going on. I I'm just trying to get a new job. I did an interview today, hopefully for for NHL, for an IT job for NHL. Hopefully, I did well on that. So that's really about my life story right now. And just making this video. I'm gonna probably stream right after this, so stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you all to the next one. Maybe tonight. We'll see. All right, thanks. Bye.